Hi, and welcome to Artsy Alley's Draw and Paint Time. We're going to be doing a white bunny today with beautiful floppy big ears, and the supplies that we're going to be using to fill in our canvas with some beautiful colors is blue for our background, some pink and white, black and brown. A little bit of paint goes a long way. We're also going to be using a large brush, a medium brush, and a small bristle brush. So let's begin by painting in our background. Let's begin. You also want to have a cloth too, or paper towel to dry your bristles, because we'll be cleaning them as we go, which we will need a cup of water to wash our bristles as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue filling in my background here. Nice angled, nice pressure, just going over, picking up paint. I usually pick up the paint when my brush runs out of it, so that way I make sure that I'm not going to be using too much. And just fill in all in the white. I also have a little glazing medium here in the middle, and I'll just pick it up as I go. And that helps spread the paint as well. Sometimes our paints get a little dry, or we want a little bit of more movement as we're painting, so a little glazing will help. But if you don't have glazing, you can go ahead and use a little spritzer with water in it. And just keep your paints nice and movable as you're working. Just going from corner to corner. My son has a rabbit that looks just like this one that I am painting today. And he is super cute. They are the cutest little pets. This rabbit was a rescue that they found in Boston, Massachusetts. A whole litter of them. So you just glide in that. Giving it nice pressure so those molecules that are inside the paint can adhere to the canvas. And you can use any size canvas to create this. I almost got this covered in. And the paints that we're going to be using today are just pink and white and blue and brown and black. That's all we're going to need. You can also turn your canvas around, move it whichever way works for you. We want to work smarter, not harder. At least I do. So I'm just gliding that all over my canvas. Okay. Smoothing that all on. Now, this is a nice blue background, nice and glossy, but if I want to add a little bit of dimension, I can go ahead and pick up some of my white paint here, and I just splat it around, just glide it over, creating movement in my background. Give it a little nice sky look. And remember, you can pause this video at any time and take your time on painting. Enjoy it, have fun with it, relax. Now I'm going to go ahead and let my background dry. You can also take a blow dryer and dry your background so it will be perfect for our next step. See you in a minute. Hi, we are back and our background should be nice and dry now. And we're going to take a small round brush and just tap into our white paint. We're going to go ahead and draw in nice easy shapes our beautiful bunny. So I'm going to make a little reference point right here in the center. Just large enough for you to see. And I'm going to go ahead with a little dab of paint and I'm going to just make a little line this way and another little line this way. Pretty symmetrical. Go ahead and take a little bit more white paint. And now I'm going to do like a backwards C shape. A little round like that. And on the opposite side, a little shape of a C. Perfect. Now let's just go ahead and fill that in. Make a little almond shape here. Just connect on both sides. Now I'm going to make another little reference point for my bunny's face, and I'm going to put a little dot right around there. And now I'm going to glide up, kind of make like a little V shape. And then I'm going to go out and attach to the eye, and out and attach to the eye. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and make another little V shape this way for my nose and a line down connecting to my chin. Starting to see your bunny yet? All right. Let's go ahead and make a reference point where we want our ear to stop on the side. Right around there should be good. And your ears can be bigger than mine or smaller than mine. It does not have to be just like mine. Art is so unique and you want to create your own. I'm just here to guide you in the way that I made my little bunny here. So I'm going to start probably at my reference point and just swoop down like that. And up and connect. And on this side here, I'm going to start around here and I'm going to go down probably about that length. Your ears can be longer than mine or shorter than mine. And connect. Now I like my ear to be just a little bit longer and bigger. So I'm just going to go ahead. Always step back, take a look, see if you want to make it a little bigger or a little smaller. You can just adjust anything with paint. I'm just making that a little bit, just going a little bit more to the tip there. Now I'm going to start from my eye. And I just want to go swoop. And this is going to be the inside of our bunny's ear. Let's get a little bit more dimension up in this area as well. Let's see, maybe we'll make a little inside of the ear right around there. Oh, that's going to look amazing. Okay. The next part we're going to do is our front of our bunny. So decide about how big you want it to be. I'm going to make a reference line here and one around here. And I'm just going to connect like a long, wide U shape. Super easy. You got this. You can do anything with painting or art. It's just shapes. Now I'm going to do my front paws, and I'll start right around here. I'm going to make a U, just like that. And another one. Coming out so cute already. Send me pictures of your bunnies. I'd love to see what you create. Now we're going to go ahead and work on our back leg, and we're just going to come around here to the ear in a little C shape, and then our little bunny paw coming out like that. And connect. And the other side, right around here, go down, a little U shape again, and connect. And you can just step back, look for balance. You can make it wider. If you made it too wide, just put a little bit of blue paint, let it dry, and paint over it again. Perfect. We are all set to start filling in our bunny. I'm going to go ahead and wash off my paintbrush and dry the bristles with my cloth. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is start painting in the bunny. So I'm going to take my medium flat brush, and I'm going to make a tanny beige color. Even though our bunny is white, we want to go ahead and put in some shadows and some highlights. So we're going to take in a clean area, maybe 1, 2, 3 good scoops of the white paint, maybe 4, and 1 tap of my brown. I'm going to mix that together really well. And yours can be darker or lighter. You could paint your bunny any color you like. I'm just showing you how I like to create mine. That looks like a good color. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this part of the ear, not the inside. So just around here. And you could go right over the white lines that you created here. Not too much paint. I'm just doing enough to spread. If it stops spreading, then I'll just pick up a little bit more. Carefully around the eye. You can use your little spritzer or some glazing, and then just spread that out. Perfect. Do the other ear. We're not going to do the inside here because that's going to be pink after. So just go right around and fill that in. Giving my paintbrush a little bit of pressure so that way it goes right into the canvas. The great thing about watching these videos is that you are able to pause at any time, so you can work at your own pace. So cute. Take a little bit of that glaze, mix it in with my color here, keep it moist. Just twisting my bristles so that way it gets the paint out of the middle. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a little, see, I just put a little swoosh right there over the nose area and fill in around the eyes, top of the head. Just using all the paint that's on my bristles. As an artist, we can go through paint so easily, so I like not to waste my paint. Acrylic paint is wonderful to work with. It dries quickly and it works really well in layers. So you can always add more layers for more coverage. Filling that right in. Remember, we're going to be putting more paint over this, so you don't want to have it too wet. All right, if you need to make a little bit more, go ahead and pick up some white paint and a little tap of your brown. Mix it well. Make that little taupey beige color. And we'll just leave a little, go ahead and do a little swoosh under that chin like that. That way you can see the separation, and fill in the belly area. Go right down into the front paws. Spread that right in there. It's starting to look like a chocolate bunny. Add a little bit of white and a little bit of brown, just mixing it together. I think the most color paint that I use quite a bit is white paint, because I mix a lot of my colors. So with the white paint, I can make so many different colors. I'm just filling that in. This is such a great project to do for the springtime. You can have a family paint party. I'm going to go in now and fill in the legs, those back legs. I'm going to leave a little separation here. Little separation on both sides. So just make my little line. That way you can see the difference. And fill that right in. Just a little bit of paint, that's all you need. There are no mistakes. Everything will come out beautiful in the end. Super cute. Make a little bit more. Just finish coloring the body here. Perfect. Now I'm just going to dab into the regular brown paint, and I'm just going to fill in those lines that we left, and in the end it's going to work as a great shadow. I'm going to go ahead and outline my front paws here and just bring it up a little bit, creating a shadow. Outline underneath. Around this ear with my brown paint, I'm just going to go ahead and fill that right in, right around underneath the face. Just a little bit. In the ear. You're creating shadows now. I might bring that up just a little bit more. And right where the ears attach to the head, you can also put a little bit of brown paint there as well. Oh, under the belly, go ahead and put a little bit more there. And outline this side of your bunny as well. Super, super cute. He's probably going to need a little shadowing here. Maybe just a little bit right there. And a little bit on the tip of his ear, underneath. And right here. His ear, we're going to make it go right in front of that. Super cute. Oh, I'm so excited you're painting this bunny with me. I can't wait to see what he looks like at the end. So let's go ahead and let those areas dry, and I will be back in just a minute. Okay, so now our brown shadowing is dry. We're going to take our medium clean bristled brush, make sure it's wiped off, and just going to grab another little paper towel here. The next part we're going to do is called dry brushing. So we want it to look like a chalky effect, and this is going to be an amazing highlight and make our bunny more whiter looking for the English bunny. So I'm tapping my paintbrush in my white paint, and then I'm just tapping it off. I'm going to tap it on my cloth as well. So that way it's not going to be too much paint. And I'm going to start here right on top of the ear. See how I'm just gliding that right in. I'm going to do this effect all on the outside. Pick up your white paint and I'm just brushing it. And see how I'm just brushing it right on the edges where we created those brown lines, the brown shadows. Just a nice little easy trick so you'll be able to see your shading underneath. If you add a little bit too much paint, it's okay. Just tap it on your cloth and give it pressure and just wiggle back and forth. Super cute. I'm going to go to the top of the head and just wiggling right over my shadow lines. If it's not completely dry, you just blend it right out. Pick up my white paint, tap it on my cloth, and I'm going to wiggle this right down to the nose. You can turn your brush over where there's more paint on the other side as well. Just wiggle it again right to the nose. This is where most of my highlight is going to be. So like kind of just like that. And dry brush it out. So cute. Tap it on your cloth and go underneath now. And this also gives such a nice, cute, fluffy effect. Just going right over those brown lines. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And tap it on your cloth. And if you're very new to painting, this might take you a little while, so please take your time. Enjoy the process. You want it to kind of look like chalk. That is such a cute bunny face. Oh my goodness. Pick up my paint, tap it on my cloth. And just dry brush it out. Oops. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I like to keep my paintbrush flat as I do this, not use the tip because I like to be able to use my paintbrush again. So it keeps it the bristles nice and stable. And go on the outside, give it a little wiggle here. So cute. Now I'm going to go on I'm going to pick up some paint here. And I'm not going to dry brush this part. Let's put a little slice right like that and just fan it out. We're going to do that first. Pure white paint and just fan it out. And then from that point, then you can dry brush. Tap my cloth. This is such a great painting to do, this bunny, to really learn how to do the dry brushing. I pretty much do dry brushing in all my paintings because I just love the effect it gives. And you don't only have to do it with white paint, you could do it with any color. Go right over those brown lines. See how when it dries, it really creates that nice shadow for you. You might need to go over a little bit. Pick up a little bit more white paint. Go ahead and fill in my leg area now. Dry brush it out. Creating my front paws to have some nice texture here. Right over my shadows I created. And we're on our legs. Dry brushing all the way to our brown lines. picking up a little bit of paint at the time, tapping it on my cloth, and just dry brushing that area. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and rinse that off. Let that dry a little bit, and then we would go on for our next step. So the next one we're going to do is take a small round brush, go into our pink paint, and if you want to make your pink a little lighter, you can go ahead and add it with a little white. Give it a little mix there. I'm going to paint the inside of my ear. Super, super cute. I'll give it another coat later and go up to my other ear. Let's give him a little pink in there. Go right over any of those shadows that you created. And I think I'm going to make his nose a little darker, so I'm going to go ahead and put my pink here. My rabbit's name is Woody. So this reminds me of Woody. I'm going to go ahead and rinse off my brush, dry my bristles, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of my black paint now. I'm going to give it a little swoosh. Then I'm going to roll my paintbrush so there's not too much on there. Just enough to control. And now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eye area. So cute. Little almond-shaped eyes. I'm just going to go ahead right here on the floppy ear and just make a little shadow here. I'm going to dry that off on my cloth, no water. I'm just going to continue that underneath the chin area. Just right around the pink. So I'm just doing a little bit of dry brushing there. Same on the other side. Not picking up any more paint and just dragging it. But if you don't have any paint on your bristles, feel free to go ahead and pick up a little bit of black and then tap it on your cloth. Make a little muscle here and one here. Just for a little bit more shading. Okay. A little bit under this foot and a little bit under this foot. Just dry brushing. If you need a little bit more paint, just pick it up, tap it on your cloth. I need a little bit more on this ear here. I want to really create some perspective. So go right in there. So cute. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit more paint, roll my paintbrush, and I'm going to go underneath the nose and a line down. So cute. Let's go on the inside here, right in through this area. Not too much paint, just outlining. Just outlining with that dry brushing. Maybe a little bit more here, dry brushing, where the ear attaches. Oh, look at that come together now. Perfect. Give it a little wiggle wiggle. Not much paint on your bristle at all. Give it a little wiggle underneath that chin, creating a beautiful shadow. Let's see. Anywhere else? You can look at it. If you feel like you want a shadow somewhere or need a shadow somewhere, go ahead and create that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wash off my little round brush. Wipe it really dry. I'm going to go in with my pure white paint and go ahead and give them a nice little dot for the eye. One there and one there. So cute. Okay, and give him a little swish on his pink nose. Now I could put in some pure white highlights. And grab my white paint. I'm going to give him a little bit more highlight here on the tip of the ear. Right on top of the head here. Go ahead and paint a nice white highlight there. Definitely a nice highlight right over here. One here on the back leg. One here. I think we'll have a nice highlight right here. Nice pure. Just blend it out. A little bit more right here. Oh, let's put a couple little highlights on the front feet here, or the back foot, and then the front. One at the top here. I'm going to go ahead and give a nice highlight here on the cheeks. Super cute. All right, when your bunny is all done, you can go ahead and sign it. You can do some background, you can make some grass or some more clouds. Be creative. Send me a copy of what you did. I'd love to see what you've created. And I'm going to go ahead and take my little black paint here, swoosh it, swirl it, and I'm going to sign Artsy And you don't have to sign your painting on the front. You can also sign it on the back as well. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!